Wait, wait, is deposition like because I Google searched it, I think at some point today, and I think a deposition is like um a a chance for the other side to cross-examine the people in this case, right? It's a chance for people for lawyers to cross-examine and try to gather new evidence that way, right? I think that's what it is, but yeah.
I have to read through these first to see what I can talk about or not, okay?
People get mad, but that's good. It's good that people are mad over Expedition 33 and Portal, okay? When people argue about like these tiny little things that do not matter, it's good, right? It's good. Yeah, I mean, I wish every single like heated argument was about shit that does not matter, and was about things that just isn't really all that important, because otherwise we'd just be arguing about politics, and that shit actually does matter. I don't know. I'm glad that my only disagreement with Destiny is on a major level is Expedition 33, right? I'm glad that a disagreement between us is something as lighthearted as that.
Defendant Stephen K. Bonnell II, Bonnell, by and through undersigned counsel, respectively moves under Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 26C for a protective order, directing that the parties' respective depositions be coordinated and conducted during the same week to avoid unnecessary burden and expense. In support thereof, Bonnell states as follows. Let's check real quick.
Okay.
Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. So civil procedure is like the rules for basically doing civil lawsuits. The federal rules for civil procedure for the federal jurisdiction. Fuck, what was it? 26C. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Protective orders. A party or any person from whom discovery is sought may move for protective order in the court where the action is pending or is an alternate. Motion must include certification if I confer with other parties. Okay, all right, who cares? Introduction. Bonnell regrets to have to seek court intervention.
Sure, it just bothers me to see DEG go nuclear when someone disagrees. I mean, not to be too mean here, but a lot of DEG chat is like a bunch of like socially awkward basement dwellers. So it's like, what else are you expecting from people who live their lives vicariously through Steven? Right? Yeah.
Here, but plaintiff's
Sad, but
recalcitrance has left him with no choice. On November 3rd, yesterday, 2025, plaintiff failed and refused to appear for her duly noticed deposition in Miami, Florida. Counsel for Bonnell spent significant time and resources preparing for the deposition, traveling across the country, and appearing for the deposition as noticed. Noticed meaning that we filed paperwork with the court noticing, saying, hey, there will be a deposition on November 3rd of the plaintiff, of Pxie. Now, the issue is that if you disagree with that noticing of that deposition, I'm sure there are a ton of other ways to do this, but for federal rules, you can quash that, meaning you can file some paperwork with the court, I think, to say, we're not going to show up for that. That's not happening. And then I think you can fight on that. I think is that the legal term is quashing it? Or there might be another thing you file, Kafka or something right now. But we noticed that the deposition was going to happen on the 3rd, and she just didn't show up. They didn't produce her.
Oh, shit. What? Okay. Jesus.
I don't know if that noticed thing is here or where. I don't know if that was filed on one of the user.
Any bit of civility? Nah, don't you know? If you disagree with someone on the ending of Expedition 33, you should execute them.
I'm sure it's somewhere here.
Death is the only option.
Neither plaintiff nor her counsel bothered to show up, and plaintiff further failed to seek a protective order to prevent her deposition from going forward. Despite plaintiff's refusal to appear for her own deposition, and despite that Bonnell has made every effort to accommodate plaintiff's availability and minimize travel costs, plaintiff ignored a valid deposition notice. Were her lawyers there? Nope. At the same time, plaintiff seeks to force Bonnell to appear for his deposition on November 6, 2025.
Watch my case on the 3rd,
plaintiff
too.
cannot have it both ways.
You had your own
For the reasons stated herein, Bonnell respectfully requests that the court issue a protective order directing that the depositions of plaintiff and Bonnell be conducted during the same week, preferably November 24th and 25th, respectively, in Miami, Florida. Indeed, plaintiff and her counsel previously represented that they are available for deposition on those dates. God, I hope that he publishes all the emails. There's like 20 fucking exhibits for this. Dude, the emails back and forth are so fucking crazy.
Okay. We'll see.
Isn't notice just when you have a sheriff or constable deliver the summons to the party, or am I misunderstanding? I think notice can mean different things, but in this case, that's what noticing means. Factual background. On September 17th, 2025, Attorney Joan S. Peters, on behalf of plaintiff, inquired about scheduling Bunnell's deposition in Miami between October 22nd, 2025 and November 19th, 2025. On September 22nd, 2025, the undersigned responded to Ms. Peters, writing that Bunnell was generally, oh my God, bro. Okay, good. These emails, dude, these emails are so fucking crazy, okay? Holy shit. They're so crazy. They're so crazy, dude. The undersigned responded to Ms. Peters, writing that Bunnell was generally available during the first week of November and suggested that the party schedule plaintiff's deposition for the same week. On September 26, 2025, Ms. Peters indicated that plaintiff would like to take Bunnell's deposition on November 5th or 6th, 2025, but claimed that plaintiff would not be available for deposition during the entire month of November because she was going to be out of state. In response, counsel for Bunnell agreed to hold November 6th for Bunnell's deposition in Miami. However, given plaintiff's counsel's representation that their client was not available for a deposition in Miami during the entire month of November, the counsel for Bunnell asked plaintiff's counsel to provide her availability in October. In response, on September 29th, 2025, plaintiff's counsel noticed Bunnell's deposition for November 6th, 2025, meaning so they said, we're going to depose you on November 6th, right? That's what we did for her on November 3rd. But now that she didn't show up for hers, this is why he's filing this protective order to say, oh, well, now I'm not going to show up for mine, right? She should have filed an order like this if she wanted to skip her deposition yesterday.
Okay, so if you want to skip over a deposition, you need to be filing an order, right? You need to say, oh yeah, court scares me. Have a good stream, Foos. Thank you so much, Shadi Respecter. Thank you.
Deposition for November 6, 2025. And despite Ms. Peters' previous representation that plaintiff would be out of state for the entire month of November, plaintiff's counsel offered a single date, November 21st, 2025, for plaintiff's deposition in Miami. The undersigned promptly advised Ms. Peters of a conflict on November 21st, 2025, due to a previously scheduled mediation in Los Angeles that day. I don't understand. How can you not show up for deposition? Are you summoned by the court? Nope, not really, not yet. This is just civil stuff. The undersigned again inquired about plaintiff's availability to sit for a deposition in Miami anytime in October. Has he referenced any exhibits? Oh, Exhibit F, Exhibit E. Oh, shit. Should I be clicking through these as he's...
Have you not read your own motion? It's fine.
Okay, fuck. Have we gotten all the way to Exhibit E? Is he going in order? Exhibit D, Exhibit B, Exhibit A. Okay, let's read through some of these.
Okay, base. Let's go. You know what? I'm just glad I'm not the one reading this for once. I just want to play XCOM, okay? I just want to play XCOM, all right? I'm an XCOM enjoyer, okay? I'm on another legendary difficulty run, okay? Just started a new run. I'm ready to go, all right? I am hyped to lose for the 50,000th time, all right? Over 3,500 hours invested into XCOM in total. And I still have not beaten Ted Jam on legendary difficulty once. Great stuff. I'm so happy I'm playing this game. I cannot wait to lose.
The exhibit contains unredacted email addresses.
Great.
It doesn't matter. This is our public filings. We're up through Exhibit F. The undersigned again inquired about plaintiff's availability to serve a deposition in Miami anytime in October. Okay. Exhibit A. From Peters, Joan. I think these read from bottom to top. Sincerely. Wait, fuck, am I retarded? To Andrew from Peter. From Joan. Is this... But then it says sincerely at the bottom. I hate the way they email. There needs to be a standard formatting for emails. I don't know why this hasn't happened yet. Okay, I think this is from Joan.
Go issue, true.
Well, wait, hold on. I don't have to be retarded. Hold on, I'm not retarded. I can just read what he was referencing. And Exhibit A, okay. Inquired about scheduling, okay. This is from Joan. It says from Joan. Counsel, the discovery cutoff date, as per the court scheduling order, is December 16th. With that in mind, we would appreciate it if you could provide 3 available dates for the defendant to be deposed in Miami, that's me, between October 22nd and November 19th. Once we have agreed on a mutually available date, we will provide the notice of deposition. Thank you. And then on Wednesday, September 17th, she also wrote... Oh, wait, this was earlier, so I should be reading these bottom to top. Fuck me. No, I shouldn't be. Never mind. 2:34 p.m. September 7th. Wait. Oh, no, I should be reading this bottom to top. I hate emails. Sorry. Forget this. It is bottom to top. My bad. Okay. Sorry. This is from Andrew. Just forget everything. Wipe your mind, okay? Joan, Mr. Bunnell could have responded haphazardly to the discovery request.
Did no one tell you you're featured in this stream, Foodshops? Now I know that. I debated Destiny, right?
You served and made an incomplete document production, just as plaintiff has done in response to the discovery demands that we served, see attached letter. Instead, Bonnell is complying with his discovery obligations and making a robust and timely document production. A link to download Bonnell's production will follow in a separate email. Any delay in the progress of this case is of your own doing. Finally, there was no threat in my last email. We will proceed accordingly. I don't remember what they were fighting about here, but we fought a lot about discovery. My discovery, flawless, beautiful, formatted beautifully, easily readable, just perfect. Her discovery, chaotic mess, incomplete, multiple items, still outstanding, months in, hasn't produced, lying about things. There's horrible, okay? So mine is just impeccable, okay?
Sure. Whatever, Steven.
So her response is, counsel. So 5 days later, we are in the process of reviewing your objections to plaintiff's September 5th document production, as set forth in your letter, dated September 12th, 2025. We will be submitting an amended response to interrogatories, as well as a supplemental document production on September 19th. After receiving, please advise as to whether you would still like to have a meet and confer regarding any remaining objections. On a separate matter, we have been collecting, reviewing, and organizing documents responsive to your 12 requests for documents, and your subpoena duces tecum, or whatever, on Lauren Hayden. This process has taken significantly longer than previously anticipated. We now anticipate being able to produce responsive, non-privileged documents.
You're outed as trans and complimented on your voice by chat? DGG chat? Yeah, I'm pretty openly trans. I don't hide it whatsoever in any way. Not that I can, but...
On or before September 26th. This production, by the way, is also dog shit, horrible. Destiny, your counsel is putting together the productions right now. You personally I provide them the material and then they put together the actual production. But like, I mean, how well I provide material to them determines how well they can provide it to the other people. Like if I just sent them like a CSV with everything all mixed and fucked or whatever, as opposed to like more needed to read documents so they can parse. The more work, I don't know if there's like a rule or not, but it seems to be, from my perception, the more work you're willing to do, the less work your lawyers have to do, and then the less you have to pay them. Like if you hand them a bunch of shit, then maybe they can make sense of it all, but you're just going to be paying them to sort through everything to do more work, and they might misunderstand something. So it's better to like do as much work as you can,
Yes.
homework to send to them. Yeah.
Many didn't know. What? In DGG chat? Okay, all right. You need to chill with your glazing. Okay, now it's becoming unlikely. Okay, good luck. Jesus.
Counsel. The discovery cutoff date, as per the court's scheduling orders, is December 16th. With that in mind, we would appreciate if you could provide 3 available dates for the defendant to be deposed in Miami between October 22nd and November 19th. Once we've agreed on a mutually available date, we will provide the notice of deposition. Thank you, Joan. Exhibit B. September 17th. Okay, so that's these emails. This is from Carlos. Good morning. I hope on September 19th. Good morning. I hope you are doing well. Andrew, I'm following up on the deposition dates for your client, as mentioned below. Please let us know, and thank you, Carlos. Andrew responds a few days later, September 22nd. Our client is generally available during the week of November 3rd. With the exception of November 4th, I have a court hearing in another matter. We will endeavor to make Mr. Bonnell available for deposition any day that week. While we are in Miami, let's also set plaintiff's deposition for the same week. Please let us know what works for you and her. Thank you. Right? So now, for my lawyers to do the deposition of Pxie and to be present for my deposition, they have to fly in from California. So it's just like nice, and it just makes sense to schedule everything the same week, right? It just makes sense, right? You would think. You would think.
Gen Disco for more fun. Such as many are saying this is the case.
We would like to depose your client in Miami on November 5th or 6th. Please confirm availability. Our client will be in Illinois, not Miami, in November. She is available to be deposed remotely or in person in Illinois on November 14th. Thanks. Okay. Venue is the geographical location that you choose to hear a case. So jurisdiction is, do they have the legal authority? Venue is the like geographical authority. I don't know if you'd say that. There's probably a more specific term that I'm fucking up, but I'm being sued on the federal level, okay? Federally, meaning in federal court, U.S. court, and the venue that they've chosen, we have availed ourselves to the federal court in the Southern District of Florida, okay? This is where the court case is happening. This is where you've decided to sue me. What do you mean you can't be in Florida for your deposition? Why would we go to Illinois? The court case is happening here. It's your chosen venue and you're the plaintiff. Why? What do you mean?
Wait, so she's asking Steven to go to Illinois for a deposition? Why? Is that normal? Is it normal to do out-of-state shit? Or is this more like legal harassment? This has to be legal harassment, right? There was just a fight from the Ice Poseidon cruise stream? Oh, why? Why are they fighting?
You can't be in Florida for your deposition.
True. Join the Discord.
Okay. Exhibit D. Andrew responds. Thank you, Joan. Let's hold November 6th for Mr. Bonnell's deposition in Miami. If your client is not available for deposition in Miami during the entire month of November, please provide us with her availability to sit for deposition in Miami in October.
Yeah, why Illinois?
Please take notice that on November, so right after that, I think they noticed, this might have been followed to the court. They noticed, I think it was, they noticed our deposition, or immediately, right? Now you're noticed for November 6th, okay? But now keep in mind, we don't even know, well, hold on, wait, when are we deposing Pxie? Excuse me, right? So they noticed the deposition for me for 2 days, right? Pursuant to Rule 30b1,
Not for him to go to Illinois, but for her to not be present, it has to be done in the Southern Florida District Court. Wait, what? Like, are you saying like the plan was to do it in Illinois and she didn't even show up in Illinois, or did she not show up in Florida? Like, she didn't show up in Florida and now she wants it done in Illinois.
Stephen Bonnell will be deposed on this date. Works for you, September 26th. Let's hold November 6th. Okay. Okay, Joan says, attached, please find a notice of deposition for defendant's deposition on November 6th. Plaintiff can be available in Miami on November 21st for her deposition. Regards, Joan. Or Joanne. Okay. Jesus, these fucking emails. Wait, does this even say anything new? This one's not. September 29th. Okay. Okay, so we're caught up on the exhibits.
No, she's in Illinois and she can only do it through Zoom from there. Oh, okay. She's living in Illinois, but the court stuff will always be in Florida. Oh. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So she has to be the one that is going over there, right? Wait, who cares? Just buy a fucking plane ticket. Who the fuck cares? It's your fucking lawsuit, dude. Jesus.
In response, on September 29th, 2025, Plaintiff's Counsel noticed Bonnell's deposition for November 6th, 2025. And despite Ms. Peters' previous representation that plaintiff would be out of state for the entire month of November, Plaintiff's Counsel offered a single date, November 21st, 2025, for plaintiff's deposition in Miami. The undersigned promptly advised Ms. Peters of a conflict on November 21st, 2025, due to a previously scheduled mediation in Los Angeles that day. Exhibit F. Okay, whatever. That's the way we read this one. The undersigned counsel again inquired about plaintiff's availability to sit for deposition in Miami anytime in October. The next day, on September 30th, 2025, Ms. Peters offered additional availability for plaintiff's deposition in November, stating that plaintiff can also be available to be deposed in Miami on November 24th or 25th. This is Exhibit G. Okay, so on September 30th, she replies,
she's very busy, no time to participate in her own lawsuit. I feel like if anyone were to have a lawsuit, it would always be priority number one, priority uno on the list of things to do. But good one, Pxie.
Joanne?
We all know what you're trying
Plaintiff
to do
can also
anyway.
be available to be deposed in Miami on November 24th or 25th. Keep in mind she said originally she wasn't available for the entire month of November, but okay. Plaintiff can also be available to be deposed in Miami on November 24th or 25th. Other than those 3 dates, November 21st, 24th, or 25th, plaintiff is not available in Miami. She can also be available for remote deposition on October 24th or November 7th or 14th. We're not doing remote depositions, okay? Fuck that. Cringe, all right? On October 2nd...
Wait, hold on. So no remote deposition?
This is Exhibit G. Okay, so on September 30th, she replies, Joanne? Plaintiff can also be available to be deposed in Miami on November 24th or 25th. Keep in mind she said originally she wasn't available for the entire month of November, but okay. Plaintiff can also be available to be deposed in Miami on November 24th or 25th. Other than those 3 dates, November 21st, 24th, or 25th, plaintiff is not available in Miami. She can also be available for remote deposition on October 24th or November 7th or 14th. We're not doing remote depositions, okay? Fuck that. Cringe, all right? On October 2nd, 2025, in light of plaintiff's newly offered availability at the end of November, the undersigned suggested in an email to plaintiff's other attorney of record, Carlos A. Garcia Perez, that both plaintiff's and Bonnell's depositions be conducted in Miami on November 24th and 25th, respectively, to avoid having to make multiple trips to Miami only a couple of weeks apart. On October 3rd, 2025, Mr. Garcia Perez rejected the proposal and insisted that Bonnell's deposition proceed on November 6th. Okay. H and I. So... on October 1st, Carlos Garcia said, good morning.
If she did Zoom, she would have the lawyers and the KF lawyers and Lauren Southern coaching her on what to say. Yeah, but that would be wildly entertaining. Can you just imagine like her having the fucking Kiwi Farms thread like fucking on, like on the side, while she's trying to list off pieces of evidence that her lawyers are supposed to do. Oh my god, that would be cinema. That would actually be cinema. Nah, fuck it. Force her to show up in person.
I hope everyone is doing well.
Fuck
Feel
that
free to
shit.
unilaterally send the notice of deposition, which frankly is unneeded and a waste of time. Before you go that route, please give us a couple days to hopefully provide additional dates. October is difficult because of conflicts related to other matters, a personal matter, and our client's availability. Thank you, Carlos. So I think this is in response to Andrew saying that we're just going to notice Pixie's deposition for the 3rd, I guess, because they're like fighting us on dates. That other email's not in here though, but okay.
Just to spite her? Hell yeah, what the fuck? Fuck you. Fuck you for suing me. What the fuck? Go! If you're so serious about all that shit, then go in person. Fuck you.
And then Andrew says on October 1st,
She wouldn't do.
good morning, Carlos. Waiting a couple more days is fine. But
would
if we don't have
100%
proposed
do
dates for
that.
plaintiff's in-person deposition in Miami in October, by this Friday, we will issue a deposition notice and select a date for plaintiff's deposition that works for Mr. Bonnell and his counsel. In addition to still needing to provide her availability for deposition, plaintiff and her counsel owe us a considerable amount of discovery, as raised in our prior correspondence.
I thought it was De Laguna. It's De Laguna, not Southern or Northern. It's De Laguna. Lauren Northern is De Laguna. That's her, like, that's what people like to call her, okay?
So just as a thing, Pixie said this, I think. I think Lauren has said this.
It's a meme
Gisticle said
name.
this. Kiwi Farms have said this. The commenter, everybody, all the retarded Kiwi Farms lawyers, the criminally fat guy, all these people have said, Destiny really doesn't want discovery. Discovery's going to destroy us. It's going to be horrible. This is what everybody thought. I've produced all of my discovery. Pixie's the one that hasn't produced almost anything. And they are super far behind on all. They still haven't provided. We don't even have Abby's original text. That's supposedly the only evidence they're using for this case. We don't even have that unredacted, right? They've given us nothing. This is like a joke. It's like a meme. In addition to still needing to provide her availability
I
for
like De
deposition,
Laguna. Ew.
plaintiff and her counsel owe us a considerable amount of discovery, as raised in our prior correspondence. See email from Annie Bretler to Joanne Peters et al., dated December 27, 2025, an attached letter. Among other things, 1, plaintiff's document production is still incomplete. 2, plaintiff must amend her responses to the request for production. 3, Lauren Hayden's document production in response to the subpoena is long overdue. And 4, plaintiff's counsel has failed to provide current contact information for Abby MC.
You heard about the UPS plane crash in Louisville? No. So that's why my packages are coming in late.
Please advise when we can expect compliance with these discovery obligations.
Kidding.
Thank you, sincerely, Andrew. This is October 1st. That was about a month and 3 days ago. Carlos writes, good morning. I hope you all are well. I think Carlos, I don't know how he gets, I don't know how he's related to other people. I just want to be clear for opposing counsel. Carlos seems like a dude who's just doing his job. Okay, seems like a dude who's doing his job. The Joanne Peters person, the immigration attorney from Puerto Rico, she's the one with the huge fucking chip on her shoulder. I don't know why or what.
We all know why. We all know why. What's her chromosomes? X? X? What's Pixie's chromosomes? X? X? I diagnose her with woman. Woman!
Her issue is, or again, I think this is like the personal family friend or whatever. But Carlos seems like he's trying to do his job. You know, this is my impression, but. Good morning, I hope you all are well. I'm following up on the previous email. Regarding the deposition of plaintiff, she has made herself available to be deposed in Miami on November 21st, 24th, or 25th. Although you stated that you have a conflict with the November 21st date, you provided no reason for your unavailability on November 24th or 25th. Moreover, I respectfully remind you that you initially requested dates in November for plaintiff's deposition. She's also available on November 7th and 14th via Zoom. This is an unbelievable statement though, okay? Requiring plaintiff to travel to Florida in October and certain dates in November would pose an undue burden to her, given that she currently resides out of state. She moved? She sued me in the state of Florida. Is this no longer a convenient venue for you? How can you possibly...
Maybe she's like couch surfing. Actually, she doesn't need to couch surf. She's probably rich enough. But it's kind of funny to me how yeah, the fact that she is in another state and she moved out of Florida is like what the fuck is she doing?
possibly say, how can you possibly say that it's inconvenient to appear in the venue that you've chosen to avail yourself to file a lawsuit against me? Excuse me?
So stupid, dude.
Her travel to Miami would entail 16 hours plus the time on deposition, causing her to miss important classes in school, among other issues.
Bro, fuck your classes in school, motherfucker. Fuck your classes in school. Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that. Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. Nah. No, you don't get to sue someone and also go to school at the same time. You don't go after someone's wallet and then you have the privilege of attending college courses. That's it. Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that. Okay? Fuck that, dude. On God. Okay? What use do you even have for a fucking college degree in the first place? If you're gonna be trying to win a lawsuit anyway, right? You win a lawsuit, you have enough money to take like 50 more college courses, okay? Fuck that shit.
Oh. So she could go to school? Is she going to law school? It's got to be a master's, right? Because she's already done all of her undergraduate degrees. So what does she need the money for or the fundraiser for? If she has the money to go to law school, if they've spent easily over $150,000 so far on all of their lawyers.
Bro, she's on fucking vacation, okay? She's on vacay gone cray cray, okay? She is on the vacay zone, okay?
What the fuck was her fundraiser for?
Yeah, the privileges of a fund. Oh my gosh, she's so shameless too. Like it's so crazy how she has done the fucking fundraiser, right? She's raised over $50,000 just up and disappeared, no receipts. And then she goes on to also try to get her college classes while having her married wife to go and harass Steven? And that may or may not be marriage fraud? And then at the same time, her married wife is also suing in another lawsuit at the same time? And then... Hello? What's going on?
What are we doing here? What the fuck is her life?
Yeah, married and don't... I'm so confused. Like, I wonder what she does. There's no way she does anything normal, right? Like, what is she doing? She's not married anymore, but I thought she was supposed to be married. What? And I thought Steven's life was crazy. Like, I thought Steven's life was crazy, not whatever the fuck this is. Jesus Christ, dude.
Her travel to Miami would entail 16 hours plus the time on deposition, causing her to miss important classes in school, among other issues. Accordingly, and for the reasons stated on my previous email, October will be very difficult to coordinate unless the deposition is taken by Zoom on October 24th. Also, November 7th and 14th may work by Zoom. As you are aware, if a dispute between the parties arises as to the location of a deposition, the court may prescribe the time, place, and terms of the deposition to protect a party or person from annoyance, embarrassment, oppression, or undue burden or expense. I am so curious if 26C, if this federal rule has ever been cited to say that somebody can't show up for a deposition in the state that they filed a case in. That would be crazy to me. Maybe it has, but I don't. That's wild to me. Similarly, wait, so she's in school in another state? Yeah, how fucking annoying. Isn't it cute that she can just frolic along and go live her life and do whatever stupid, retarded fucking shit she wants to do with her life while she fucking just sits here and wastes all my bullshit on whatever. It's fun. Nice, good times. Similarly, Rule 30b-4 provides that the parties may stipulate, or the court may, on motion order, that a deposition be taken by telephone or other remote means. I sincerely hope that this issue can be resolved without the court's...
Real married? No, I believe that she is actually married. I think so. Not only does Pxie's lawyers refer to them as a married couple, as in like they're still currently married, as in like they have not divorced. And there's also a reason for saying that they're not divorced, right? It's also because you don't want to be suspected of marriage fraud, right? You don't want to be suspected of marriage fraud. So, of course, you're not going to divorce right now, because otherwise DHS might have a word to say about that. Oh, wait, you guys said that you guys married together out of love, but you guys divorced each other like a year afterwards? Smells like fraud to me, right?
Intervention. Finally, and on a separate matter, and for attorneys' eyes only, we recently obtained Abby's last known address listed in court. By the way, it was bullshit.
Whatever.
Thank you, and if you need to further discuss these issues, we are available next week for a phone call, with the exception of Tuesday. Andrew said, Carlos, regardless of where plaintiff now resides, she filed this lawsuit in the Southern District of Florida. Our client is entitled to take her deposition there in person. Her argument that it would be an undue burden to sit for a deposition in Miami because it would force her to miss classes just doesn't fly. Nevertheless, to accommodate her schedule, we will agree to take plaintiff's deposition in Miami on November 24th. However, we request that Mr. Bonnell's deposition be rescheduled to November 25th to minimize the undue financial burden on him and to limit the number of trips we'll need to make to Miami. Please confirm this is acceptable. Thank you. So I think this is reasonable, right? So we said like, okay, yeah, I'm available on the 6th. Yeah. And they're like, sorry, we're busy the whole month. And they're like, actually, we can do maybe this. Okay, you want to do the 25th? Okay, fine. Then let's do Bonnell's on the 26th. Okay. Not when Joanne is making the call, though. Absolutely not. Okay.
Jesus.
From Carlos. Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's please not confuse the issues. Your client's deposition is set for November 6th, as agreed by the parties. The issue is the method and dates of our client's deposition. You now have 5 dates to pick when to depose our client. Please let us know when you're going to take your deposition. As to the hardship, it's the negative impact that it will cause on her studies, among other issues. I hope we can all appreciate and understand that being the case. Again, your client's deposition is set for November 6th. Please let us know when you're going to take our client's deposition. Thank you, and I hope you have a good day, Carlos. This is what I mean when I say every fucking thing is a fucking game fight to these people. Like, what the fuck? Really? This is the game we're going to play now? That was Exhibit I.
And they're immigration lawyers, right? Maybe my theory is that these immigration lawyers are probably so used to fighting on every single step, because if their client, who is an immigrant, is threatened to get deported or threatened to get kicked out of somewhere, I would imagine that if you're their lawyer, that you're fighting on practically every single point. You're fighting the system at every point in order to make the process as hard as possible, in order to keep the client in the United States for as long as possible. That's my theory, okay? That's my hypothesis, all right, on why they're fighting on every single issue. That's my most positive interpretation. I think the worst interpretation is that the lawyers are actively malicious, actively lying, actively doing stupid, weird, crazy shit on purpose, because they've been gaslit as well, right? Because they are, I don't know, maybe their pride hinges on it or something, right? So I think that I think it could be either one of the two. Yeah. I was thinking that as well. Dragging shit out might be the meta. Yeah, but it wouldn't necessarily be the meta for defamation, right? It wouldn't necessarily be the meta for civil cases like this, right? Yeah, like that's not necessarily the meta in other fields of study, right? You can't apply computer science to information and cybersecurity, right? A standard computer science kinds of rules do not necessarily apply to a tangential kind of thing, right? And if we're talking about the differences between a criminal and a civil lawsuit, it could be as vast as a difference from the language arts, like English literature department from the computer science department, right? It's just two entirely different genres and fields and shit, right? I meant for immigration, as you said. Yeah. That might have married this girl to get her the green card. Yes, that does seem kind of suspect. I think it was Stumbling. I think Stumbling is still here, right? But I think it was Stumbling that brought up to me that what if the plot twist is that the immigration lawyers that Pxie hired is trying to protect her and her spouse from being punished or deported or suspected of green card fraud? What if they are the ones that are responsible for that? Because what if she just rehired them again on the spot because it was just simply convenient to do so? She doesn't need to go and fish for more lawyers. She doesn't need to go out and search for people to represent her, right? She can just simply go to the closest and the people that she has already worked with, so they don't have to guess any more details, right? But yeah. Did Shops already see Hassan get denied access? Yes, I did. It was very satisfying. Thank you. Destiny's comments on her marriage being a fraud comes up. Based. Let's go.
In the afternoon on the same day, the undersigned requested a telephonic meet and confer conference with plaintiff's counsel to discuss the apparent stalemate in scheduling both depositions during the week of November 3rd, 2025, or both during the week of November 24th to minimize unnecessary travel and reduce expenses. In response to the meet and confer request on October 7th, Mr. Garcia Perez attempted to limit the scope of the conference to the scheduling of plaintiff's deposition. Mr. Garcia Perez once again insisted that Bunnell's deposition proceed on November 6th, writing, "We do not agree to change or cancel your client's deposition date." Over the course of several emails, counsel summarized their respective arguments regarding the deposition scheduling issue. So in response to the "let's not confuse the issues," Andrew says, "Carlos, we aren't confusing the issues. We're trying to schedule Mr. Bunnell's deposition and plaintiff's deposition around the same time in Miami for practical reasons. In that regard, plaintiff can either appear for an in-person deposition during the week of November 3rd if Mr. Bunnell's deposition is going to take place on November 6th, or she can appear for deposition in Miami on November 24th if plaintiff wishes to take Mr. Bunnell's deposition there on November."
It's more of a "I'll never see this judge again" thing. Part of what keeps lawyers in check is the knowledge. If I'm too much of a C slur, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, the judge will remember for other clients. I'm beginning to think so as well. Is that like, because they're immigration lawyers, they're probably thinking in their heads, okay, we'll never see this fucking judge again, so we don't have to care about whether or not we look good to this judge, right? But you know, like, are they not afraid of the danger of being disbarred for their flagrant actions? Or maybe the standards for being disbarred is so high as to they feel safe because they have done far crazier things. Because how do we know these people have not done far crazier things and it's just normal for their line of work in immigration? Because I would imagine for anyone who's protecting immigrants that they would fight dirty, right? If they were fighting against ICE, would they not fight dirty? If you're like liberal lawyers, right, left-wing lawyers, would you not fight dirty in legal battles against ICE all the time? I would imagine so, right?
November 25th. If your client is unwilling to sit for an in-person deposition in Miami, where she filed her lawsuit, anytime this month, we're not going to agree to produce Mr. Bunnell for an in-person deposition in Miami.
No, the marriage was like a year ago or so. Or 2 years.
On November 6th, only to have to fly back there 2 weeks later to take plaintiff's deposition.
This isn't even close to disbarment territory. If that's true, then that's kind of cucked. Who knows, okay? I mean, here's the thing, okay? I'm not looking to punish the lawyers. I already imagine, you know, that standard is already way too high. But yeah, who knows? Hopefully he can gain some money back at the very least.
Plaintiff's position is simply unreasonable. Happy to discuss by phone in advance of Mr. Bunnell seeking relief from the court. Please advise of your availability for a meet and confer call on Monday. Thank you. Sincerely, Andy B.
Moral Online stole tons of client money and used it to buy drugs. Seems a bit extreme. How did Giuliani?
Carlos suggested a call tomorrow at 10 a.m. PDT, 1 p.m. EDT. All those who are available to participate can use my dial-in. Use this number, no pin needed. Joanne says, can we speak at noon EDT tomorrow instead of 1? Andrew says, Carlos requested a call at 1 p.m. EDT tomorrow. Does 12 p.m. also work for him? I don't know if Joanne and Carlos are communicating all the time because sometimes they say two different things.
They'll pay part of Destiny's expenses.
Somebody in chat says, just so we're all clear how insane the 16-hour claim is, I live in Ireland. The flight to the U.S. is between 7 and 9 hours. I can fly across the world fast and she can cross the states. My guess is she's driving. I don't know why, but... Joanne says, sorry, I meant to say that noon works for Carlos. And then Andrew says, 1 p.m. works for him. As time requested, you asked me to call at 12. I'd like to make sure Carlos is available. Yes, 1 p.m. works for Carlos. Okay, so the scheduling time. Okay. And then on October 6th, Andrew states again.
I'll just assume that Pxie's lawyers are not in danger of being disbarred because I don't have the wherewithal to, because I would imagine for disbarment, I would imagine that there is also precedence for that, right? Like there's also precedence that you need to look at for what standards, like just looking at the rules and looking what constitutes and what would be valid for disbarring is not enough, right? I would imagine you have to look at previous disbarring cases to see if it would match up and be consistent with one another, right? And you don't know if you want to set precedent in that moment for the future to come, right?
Great. Happy to move the call to 9 a.m. PDT, 12 p.m. EDT tomorrow.
I think the Bar Association also wants students in law school to feel as though their degree is not in danger. Sorry, they're certified, the board certified to not be in danger if they're going to spend so much money and time trying to become a lawyer, right? So
In
yeah, I
addition to
don't know.
discussing the deposition scheduling
I
matter,
don't
we'll also use the call tomorrow as an
think that'll
opportunity to
happen.
meet and confer with you regarding 1. Plaintiff's incomplete document production, 2. Plaintiff's all the things that they haven't provided us still. Carlos responds on October 7th. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. The only issue on the deposition schedule is when and how you will take plaintiff's deposition. Your client deposition date was agreed by the parties and properly noticed. Respectfully, only a court order or an agreement by the parties may cancel or move the deposition date. We do not agree to change or cancel your client's deposition date. Thank you, and we are looking forward to the conversation at 12. Carlos.
You take out Miskit versus Emeru, Asman, OTK lawsuit that just got dropped. TLDR, Miskit is suing Emeru and Asman for defamation, OTK and others for contract breach shit. Yeah, sure. I mean, I've already said this. I'm not too interested in that. Just mainly because I think for lawsuit shit, a lot of it is just wait and see. A lot of lawsuit shit is just wait and see. Like after the initial hype of whatever lawsuit gets like started or whatever, yeah, a lot of it is wait and see. So I'm gonna wait and see. I'm already like the fact that I'm even diving into Destiny's court documents and reading them for like half of them is already like a pretty big step, for me. And also because I'm lazy. Yeah. Like the fact that I'm even doing this is already beyond what I would usually do. Yeah. It's all governed by the model rules of professional conduct, and every lawyer has to pass an exam on that model code after you take the bar, sure. So they probably know where they can stretch the line or step on the line or something,
Okay.
Careful.
And then Andrew responds, not so, Carlos. The main purpose of our call is to discuss deposition scheduling of
Destiny
both
goes
parties
through
as laid out in my
later?
email at October 3rd at 3:23 p.m. We also intend to cover points 1 through 4 of my email from last night. Speak soon. Carlos writes, again, your client's deposition date is a non-issue unless it's agreed by the parties or there is a court order. We have never agreed to change your client's deposition date. Your self-serving email does not change that fact. Thank you. Andrew writes, we will discuss at 9 p.m. PDT, but as indicated previously, we are not going to agree to produce Mr. Bunnell for an in-person deposition in Miami on November 6th, only to have to fly back there 2 weeks later to take plaintiff's deposition. The depositions will be conducted close in time. Plaintiff can decide whether she wants the depositions to occur at the beginning of November or at the end. Now we get Joanne. Joanne's here. Andrew, we remind you, and then she throws us something back here. We remind you that this case is pending in the Southern District of Florida, not in California. We cannot agree to move the defendant's deposition from November 6th. The date was previously noticed and confirmed by all parties, and our team and the court reporter have been scheduled accordingly. We understand that you are based in California. However, defendant is represented by 2 Florida-admitted attorneys who can attend in person or defend the deposition. You may, of course, appear remotely if you prefer. In light of these facts and the existing discovery schedule, we intend to proceed on November 6th, as noticed. Regarding other additional matters to discuss, and time permitting, we include the following. 1. Defendant's failure to provide amended answers or to RFAs.
I feel so bad for anyone who works in the legal field. Holy shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anyone who's planning to become a lawyer. This shit is the most stupidest, most boring, most drabbest, most white collar, stupid, retarded system. The legal system is made up, okay? You guys are trying to find a meeting based off of a system that is completely made up, okay? It's astrology for rich people. All right, the legal system is astrology for rich people. You guys are arguing over star signs, okay? This shit is so fake, all right? Oh my god, will we ever show up for a lawsuit case that, oh my god, bro. I cannot be bothered with this, okay? As far as I'm concerned, this shit is made the fuck up, okay? Listen, I just want to say, all right, based off of the transcript reading, based off of the things that I have read, literally, I could have wrote any of these fucking motions, okay? I feel like I could have written any of these motions. I would have been a better lawyer than any one of Pixie's lawyers, okay? On God, all right? Hire me now. But, it's just oh my God. I'm, reading it, and I'm like, bro, oh my god, this is just literally a streamer manifesto. That's all this is. It's a fucking streamer manifesto. You're providing links and evidence and shit like that and precedents, obviously, because whatever. And then you're trying to do fancy Latin speak. Oh my god. Oh my god, stop. Okay, you guys sound so pretentious and so uppity. Okay, you guys sound so like high elves. Like you're like I'm a I'm a pretend. I'm a pretend. I'm a pretend scholar in a completely made up system based off of a completely made up government, based off of everything that is a social construct, based off of pre-societal rules, based off of social contract theory. Ugh, you guys should worship me because I spent so much time trying to get this law degree and trying to get like a bar exam. Oh my god! Minecraft yourself, Robloxy.
I don't remember what these are. Defendants failed to provide amended answers to ROGs, requests for original, I don't know. Defendants incomplete, deficient document production, and failure to provide any metadata or hash values from the time of collection. This is meaningless technobabble. Defendants failure to provide any contact information for individuals identified in his initial disclosures. Pixie's closer friends with all of these people than me. Like, I don't have I don't even know. They're like mad that I didn't give them phone numbers. I don't know these people's fucking phone numbers. Like, who are you having trouble contacting? What? Defendants failure to provide any responses received from multiple non-party subpoenas. I don't even know what the fuck this is in reference to, but okay. Andrew. Joanne. We don't need your agreement to take Mr. Bunnell's deposition off calendar so that it can be scheduled close in time with plaintiff's deposition. If you are unwilling to cooperate, we will seek court intervention. Not only is it simply a matter of common courtesy and professionalism to avoid inconveniencing parties and counsel with unnecessary travel, it is a matter of common sense and practicality that plaintiff refuses to make herself available for deposition in Miami, where, as you point out, she filed her lawsuit at any time during the month of October, and then refuses to coordinate the parties' respective depositions in November is unreasonable. Regarding the additional matters you wish to discuss, please see our letter, correspondence dated September 22nd to September 30th. To date, we have not received responses from you or your co-counsel.
So lame.
At 9
Dude, I fucking hate law shit, dude. I fucking hate law. Bro, this shit is so ass.
a.m. PDT on October 7th, 2025, all counsel of record met and conferred telephonically on telephone to discuss the dispute over deposition scheduling. To further accommodate plaintiff and her counsel, the undersigned agreed to permit Bunnell's deposition to proceed first on November 24th, to be followed by plaintiff's deposition on November 25th. Plaintiff's counsel rejected that proposal, too, and maintained that Bunnell's deposition would proceed on November 6th, regardless of when plaintiff's deposition would be taken. Accordingly, following the parties' meet and confer conference call, Bunnell noticed plaintiff's deposition for November 3rd. So what we did after this is like, okay, you're not going to agree to anything, you're just going to fucking play games? Well, fine, we're just going to file with the court and say, well, we're going to notice your deposition for November 3rd. Hope you show up for it. Good luck. And they didn't. They skipped it. So that's why we're filing this now to cancel mine, because fine, if you want to play games, we'll fucking play games, whatever. They should have filed a motion to contest our noticing of her deposition. I don't know if they're just buried in paperwork or they've just given up on this case completely.
I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. Bro, at least doctors save lives, okay? At least they operate within the realm of physics, okay? Doctors are like physicists, okay, for the body, all right? You are a reader, okay? You read things. You're a fucking professional librarian. Minecraft yourself immediately. You are a librarian. You are a librarian. You are a librarian. Holy shit.
Bored and they don't want to do it, but now she skipped her notice deposition, and I don't know, good luck. So then after they were like, we're not going to produce Pixie, we'll figure it out later. Your client is noticed, whatever. Then Andrew emailed her and said, okay, well, dear counsel, please see the attached notice of deposition. Thank you. Notice. Please take notice on November 3rd. You better show up. Good luck. So your people actually flew out for this? Yesterday, yes. Because we had to be ready just in case she actually did show up, but she didn't.
Great stuff.
On October 8th, 2025, Ms. Peters sent the undersigned an email demanding to know what defendant's position is about plaintiff's anticipated motion for protective order to prevent plaintiff's deposition from proceeding on November 3rd, 2025, as noticed. In her email, Ms. Peters falsely speculated that Bunnell's desire to have both parties' depositions occur close in time was for strategic reasons. She further falsely claimed that defendant insists on first deposing plaintiff. I don't think that was ever the case. All of these things that we'd agreed to was her first and then me. And then now when we noticed it, we'd noticed it before mine so that if she missed it, now we could do this notice because they want to play games on it. But I think it's ordinary. Somebody, my litigators in chat, I think it's ordinary. Usually the plaintiff is the one that is deposed first, generally. But whatever. I mean, this case is such a fucking joke anyway. Who cares? Fuck, where was I? We did M last, so now it's N. Joanne writes, on October 8th. Counsel, pursuant to Local Rule 7.1A3, please advise what defendant's position is about plaintiff's anticipated motion for protective order pursuant to Rule 2016 in connection with a unilaterally noticed deposition of plaintiff on November 3rd, despite knowing her unavailability. So she's saying that we're going to motion to stop your deposition notice for Pxie. We're going to file this because you guys you noticed her deposition. We didn't even agree on it. She's saying, we're going to tell us what you're going to do. We're going to file a motion about this. This was on October 8th, by the way. It's like a month ago. Okay. Where was that filing? Did they not file it?
Epic.
To summarize plaintiff's position, we believe that your claim that you are unable to come to an agreement with us about a reasonable date of deposing of plaintiff is unreasonable and disingenuous and does not justify your unilateral noticing of the deposition, especially after plaintiff courteously agreed to depose defendant at a date of his choosing. That was before you told us that, oh, by the way, I can't be there. Cringe. This professional courtesy was clearly not returned because you wished to depose plaintiff prior to defendant's deposition for strategic reasons. We have no reason to believe otherwise. This is just a fucking lie. She's just lying about everything. It's just. Have you seen Juice Stalker coping about how he doesn't need to read the released hearing transcript? Yeah, of course. They don't want to cover anything. This is like dead. They don't care about any of this now because now the more and more is going on. Like Pxie's full of shit. This is a disgusting human being, right? We have no reason to believe otherwise because we have offered numerous dates during the month of November, well before the discovery cutoff.
Bro, dude, bro, it's still so funny to me how shameless J-Stalk is. Holy shit, bro, I can't imagine, like, waking up once every 2 days because he sleeps for, like, 2 days, because that's the only way his, like, morbidly obese body can get enough rest in order to drag his ass to the computer, where his chair will scream for mercy as he bounces up and down while covering Destiny, okay? That's the only way. He is, oh my god, I can't imagine logging on so occasionally only to question, how the fuck do I provide enough copium for kiwi farms? Oh my god, what a loser lifestyle. What an actual fucking loser.
For plaintiff to make herself available for deposition. This included November 7th, remote, November 14th, remote, November 21st, in person, November 21st, or 24th in person, and November 25th in person. It's difficult to conceive that no lawyer at your firm is available on any of these proposed dates, and you never explained your refusal to agree to any of these dates. And he did explain. He said, why would we have these depositions 3 weeks apart? We'll do those dates if you want, but let's do my client, the defendant, me, 2 or 3 days before Pxie's here. Like, we can just do that, right? You're the ones who played this game, this trick of getting us to agree to the 6th, or saying that we'll hold the 6th, and then saying, oh, we're not gonna be able for 3 weeks later. Fuck you. It's cringe. You, in fact, confirmed that you were available on November 24th and 25th, but insisted that defendant's already noticed deposition be moved to November 25th, clearly because defendant insists on first deposing plaintiff. These positions are unreasonable, and depositions may only be unilaterally noticed if the noticing attorney acted reasonably. Moreover, your position, the defendant's counsel, would be inconvenienced by having to travel to Miami twice if plaintiff's deposition, when held on November 21st, 24th, or 25th, and defendant's on November 6th, has no validity. Your travel preferences are not good cause under Rule 26C to reschedule defendant's properly noticed and agreed deposition, or insist that plaintiff's deposition be.
Doctors are not physicists. Doctors are too lazy to learn more than one species. No, I'm not. Okay, listen, I'm not saying that. Obviously, I'm not, like, actually saying that. I'm not saying that they are. Yeah, I'm not saying they're literally physicists. Okay, but, like, in a way, like, they have to operate within the realm of physics, right? Technically speaking. I'm joking.
Same week, particularly where local counsel is available.
Yeah.
I like how she's saying that my lawyer's traveling is not reason for me to be inconvenienced, but her, the plaintiff herself, traveling to the venue that she filed the court case. I don't choose where to get sued. She chooses the venue. Hers would be inconvenient. That's hilarious. Destiny, what do you think their intention is here? Stop asking me this. Why do I keep having to repeat myself? Her goal is humiliation.
And they say Destiny does spite-based actions. And they say Destiny is spite-based. What the freak?
Reputation destruction, and wasting my money. That's the only thing. She's abusing the court system to play this game, to do. That's all she wants. This is very cleanly obvious at this point. That's it. Your travel preferences are not good cause under Rule 26C rescheduled or insisted or particularly counsel. Should plaintiff's deposition not be moved to November 21st, 24th, or 25th in person, or alternatively 7th or 14th at remote, as proposed by plaintiff will request in the same motion leave to attend her November 3rd notice deposition remotely, given defendant's position that it would be inconvenient for defense counsel to travel to Miami twice. Sorry. Should you refuse to agree to such a remote deposition, please articulate your reasons, such as any asserted prejudice for your refusal. Since the parties have already attended one
Oh my god. Dude, Destiny should do, like, the stupidest shit ever and just say, like, I can't make it to here because I'm Cuban, and this would be insulting to my Cuban ethnicity, because I don't know, he should just make some stupid fucking reason like that. Because at this point, like, why does any of it matter? Like, why does any of this like formality even matter anymore? Like, we're very clearly past the point of formality, or past the point of resolving things on a good faith perspective, on a good faith kind of thing. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I need to finish a master's in physics to be allowed to do it. Wait, what? Are you a physicist? Doctors are not physicists. Doctors are too lazy to learn more than one species. Biologists are too lazy to study more than 4 elements. Chemists are haha, get it? Because they're all ladies. Oh, nom, 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 nom. Chemists are too lazy to consider physics past electrons. Well, I mean, to be fair, people who do physics on a master's degree level and above are full of themselves. Okay, they are full of themselves. I remember when I was working for this physics professor, like over the summer, and every single time one of these like physics students, these like graduate students who are studying for a PhD or something, they are full of themselves. Okay, they are causing, dude. One time we were talking about um therapy. Okay, one time one time we were talking about therapy, and these guys were like, therapy, that shit's made up. Okay, psychology, that shit's made up. Okay, bending the mind to someone's will, that shit is not even real. Now, physics, the numbers, that's where it's at. Okay? Don't you know that the psychology studies are always full of horse shit? Don't you know they're always wishy-washy? But you know, when it comes to physics, that's where the real numbers are. That's where the real math is. See, People don't even practice math in psychology all that much comparatively to physics. It's nothing. Like, oh my god, dude, just end me. Actually, just end me. I can explain everything you need regarding getting a PhD in physics. My husband isn't. He's a really nice guy. Well, then he's a nice guy. Okay.
Telephonic meet and confer on this dispute. We believe that any further meet and confer is likely futile. Imagine opposing counsel being like, we don't even want to talk on the phone. There's no point. Nevertheless, we are still reaching out in good faith in an attempt to resolve this dispute without the need of court intervention.
Degrees physics are pretty egotistical.
In response to Ms. Peters' baseless assertions, the undersigned informed Ms. Peters that Bonnell had no objection to his deposition proceeding first, so long as both depositions could be scheduled close in time to avoid unnecessary travel and expense. The parties' respective depositions can either be conducted during the week of November 3rd or on the 24th or 25th.
That's just a soft science.
On October 10th, 2025,
oh my God.
Ms. Peters indicated, how does anyone look at this and not see the game she's playing? Because nobody reads court filings. Nobody does all this shit, right?
Hey.
On October 10th, 2025, Ms. Peters indicated in an email to the undersigned counsel that the reason plaintiff will not agree to conduct Bonnell's deposition on November 24th, 25th is because she and her co-counsel are not both available on those dates. Emphasis added. Previously, plaintiff's counsel indicated otherwise. Exhibit O. I think, is this one we've already read, or?
Almost 2 years late. Ouch.
No. Oh, okay. So she said this was the last one we just read. Another meet and confer is
God, I'm dying.
Wait, you skipped Andrew's response. Did I? On N? Oh, I did. Wait, did I? I did.
That was so fucking cool.
Anyway. Doesn't matter.
Right over here.
Okay, so in response to her email here saying we shouldn't even do another meet and confer because it doesn't matter anyway, Andrew writes on October 8th, Joanne, no objection to you deposing Mr. Bonnell first, even though it's customary for a plaintiff's deposition to be taken before defendants. I tried to make that clear during the call yesterday, but I was continually interrupted. Even the voice conversations are unhinged. The only issue...
Bro, okay, listen. You have no idea the money I would pay to get a voice recording for the phone call. Holy shit. I will come again. Okay, if it means getting a voice recording for the phone call between the lawyers. Oh my god, bro, I need it. I need it in my ass, okay? I need the recordings in my I need it in my ass now. Okay? I need my recordings.
Coordinating
Okay?
the scheduling of the two depositions so they occur during the same week. We'll even leave it up to you and your client. The parties' respective depositions can either be conducted during the week of November 3rd or November 24th and 25th in any order plaintiff wants. This whole court case has been her playing legal games the entire time. Like, whatever you want to do, we can do it. But they're just playing games. It's so stupid. It's because they're so it's just, I hate my life, dude. This is how much my life is wasted on that. How much money and opportunity cost. But I mean, that was her goal, I guess, and it's epic. So
opportunity cost is pretty important. I mean, I'll say this, okay? If your goal was to cause Steven pain, you have done it, okay? If your goal was to cause Steven to learn his lesson, it depends on what lesson you're even referring to in the first place. I'm afraid that, yeah, right.
You offer the defendant can depose plaintiff remotely is not acceptable. Plaintiff filed a federal lawsuit in Miami, Florida. Defendant is entitled to take her deposition there. Quote, the general rule is a plaintiff who brings a suit in a particular form and not avoid appearing for examination in that form, end quote. Quote, in accordance with this general rule, a plaintiff must make herself available for deposition in the judicial district in which she filed suit, end quote. We hope plaintiff will reconsider her position.
They call Steven spite-based.
Andy B.
They call Steven spite-based. What the
Joan Peters, thank you for your response. As we informed you prior to your notice in plaintiff's deposition for November 3rd, she is not available in Miami or remote on that date and will not be appearing. She is available on November 21st, 24th, and 25th in Miami. We plan on proceeding with the agreed and notice deposition of defendant on November 6th. And while we understand you might be inconvenienced by having to travel to Miami twice, the fact remains that this matter is pending in Miami. Defendant resides in Miami, and defendant is a local counsel in Miami. You have not presented any good cause reason to change an agreed deposition date or to insist that both depositions take place during the same week. Carlos and I are not both available on the 24th and 25th, and thus we cannot agree to moving defendant's deposition to one of those days. Do you see how much of a stupid game this plays? Like how fucking stupid this is? It's so cringe. Like, hey, do you want to go out to eat? Do you want to go out to eat for pizza on Friday? And you're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not available Friday. I can either go eat on Wednesday or Thursday. When do you think I should go eat? It's like, oh, I thought we were eating together.
Also, I just want to say the fucking OSU, okay, the Ohio State University physics building is so fucking nice. Okay, has anybody ever seen Hitchcock Hall for engineering? Has anybody seen, dude, computer science doesn't even get a fucking office, okay? I'm sorry, it's just literally a few fucking office rooms, okay? Back when I was in school. Dude, we didn't get shit, okay? But the physics building is so fucking large and vast and well-funded, and it has air conditioning and cooling, and it's such a chill place to hang out in, and like fucking read a book or some shit. Bro, or study. Oh my god, bro, these physics students have had too much, okay? These physics students are spoiled beyond belief, okay? Somebody needs to do something to stop them. In Minecraft.
I guess I'm available on Wednesday or Thursday, so we can go there. No, excuse me, you said that you were gonna go Friday.
And worst of all, they're not even as attractive as the math students, dude. The math students are the hottest motherfuckers ever, okay? If there's anybody to take skincare routine advice from, or to get hair care advice, it is from math majors, okay? Not physics majors. Ugh, physics majors. All they like talking about is entanglement. Ugh, entanglement. Ugh. And they like to talk about superconductors.
I want to know when I can go on Wednesday or Thursday of next week. It's like, well, I mean, I only thought we were going to go out to eat together. Why would I go eat alone? I'm not going to go Friday on my... No, that's not what this conversation is about. You said Friday, you're going Friday, and we're deciding if I'm going to go on Wednesday. It's like, well, it's so, like, this is like to see real, it's so cringe. Yeah, this guy in chat, I can't believe I'm seeing a lawyer do no takesies, backsies. It's unironically, it's that. No takesies, backsies. You said the 6. We agreed. No, it's like, oh my God. Seriously? Is this for real? We're really doing this?
Superconductors.
After hearing nothing from plaintiff's counsel for several weeks, on October 27th, 2025, Ms. Peters emailed the undersigned reiterating her objection to plaintiff's deposition proceeding as noticed on November 3rd.
Look, the only group that's snobbier are business majors, okay? Business majors are the only group of students that are snobbier than physics majors, okay? Good luck.
So I guess she just stopped responding. She didn't respond to Andrew. So this was October 8th was the email. Oh, and then she wrote on October 10th. Oh, and then Andrew responded, plaintiff's position is unreasonable. We will leave it up to the court to decide. Destiny, why don't you want to do remote? Because I have a right to take her deposition in person. Why would I accommodate her schedule? She filed her suit against me in the Southern District of Florida in federal court. So I'm going to take her deposition here in Florida. I'm not going to make accommodations for her while she frolics off to go do law school in another state across the country while she's just getting to do whatever the fuck she wants and to dilly-dally around in her life while she tries to destroy mine. No, this is the venue that you sued me in. So this is the venue where we're going to physically sit and...
Also, where are the donos? Excuse me? Hello? I'm your local streamer, and I would require money at some extent, okay? You don't have to donate, but any kind of donation would be appreciated. And awesome, okay? See, I'm willing to spend money on eye contacts that enlarge my pupils, okay? So please, consider spending money on me, okay? All right, super chat, membership, going over to Kick, all right, and, donating something there, 95%, 5%, okay? Thank you so much, okay? I appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Holy shit. Thank you.
Person and have our depositions done in.
I also have to pay my editors.
And I don't want to risk, why would you risk? I don't know if there are lawyers in here that have ever done like remote depositions where like, what if we ask a hard question and her thing like disconnects or there's like, she's getting coached to the background. Like, no, why would I?
Exactly where you at.
I would do a remote deposition. Cringe. So on October 10th, Andy.
Bro, Misaki is probably like one of the few people where I'm like, dude, you probably shouldn't donate anymore. Like, how much have you donated at this point? Like, you've donated every day, like $50. You donate like you donate like $50 every day. Bro, do you even have enough to live?
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Yo, Brandon Wheat, thank you so much for the 3 gifted subs on Kick. And Magic, thank you so much for the $2 donated on YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Said plaintiff's position is reasonable. We will leave it up to the court to decide. Destiny, is it a problem for your California lawyers to attend remote? No, I don't want my lawyers to attend remote. I want to be there in person, in real life, to do a real life big boy deposition. This is court. It's not a Zoom call. It's not a Twitch stream. It's not a Discord meet. You're suing me. We're going to sit down in the same fucking room and we're going to do a deposition like you do in court. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Okay? It's not a game.
I'm loving
20 days later, or not 20 days later, I'm sorry, 17 days later, 2.5 weeks later, counsel, on October 7th, we held a meet and confer regarding plaintiff's deposition date. During and prior to that meet and confer, we informed you the plaintiff was unavailable to post Miami in person during the week of November 3rd. We offered in-person dates November 21st, 24th, 25th, as well as several earlier remote deposition dates immediately following our meet and confer. And despite knowing plaintiff's unavailability, you sent a notice of deposition for plaintiff on November 3rd, based King, by the way, based and King. On October 8th, we again informed you that plaintiff was unavailable on November 3rd and would not be appearing. On October 10th, defendant's counsel stated by email that we will leave it up to the court to decide. The notice deposition date of November 3rd remains a date on which plaintiff previously advised she's unavailable. Plaintiff continues to stand ready to appear on any of the 3 alternative dates previously provided. Please promptly confirm one of these available dates so that we can plan accordingly and reserve the date. Otherwise, we will proceed to open our calendars to other matters for those dates. Andrew, same day. Same day. Hold on. 4 minutes later. Damn. Assuming these are the same time zones. Joanne, we intend to proceed with plaintiff's deposition on November 3rd, as noticed, unless you file a motion for a protective order. If you'd like to agree, as we've been urging for quite some time, to schedule both plaintiff and Mr. Bonnell's deposition during the last week of November, we remain amenable to doing so.
Wow.
What a reasonable position. The undersigned responded to Ms. Peters indicating the intent to proceed with plaintiff's deposition as noticed on November 3rd, unless plaintiff sought a protective order from the court, or agreed to coordinate the parties' deposition scheduling, as the undersigned had repeatedly offered. Later that day, and notwithstanding plaintiff's counsel's prior inquiry into Bonnell's position with respect to plaintiff's contemplated motion for a protective order, plaintiff's counsel replied, we will not waste the court's time or plaintiff's resources by filing a motion for a protective order. Wait, did she really say that? I don't even think I've seen that email yet. Wait, did I miss one of these? Exhibit Q. MNOP. Destiny, it's not without precedent to do things over Zoom. What's your reasoning besides it requires big boy pants? I want to have a deposition in person. There's a different energy to speaking to somebody in person. I want to make sure that that she is having...
No, what the fuck? No, stop. No, that chatter is ridiculous, okay? I mean, here's the thing. I mean, a chatter can say whatever they want to say, okay? But, like, at this point, you shouldn't entertain any of... You should make it as hard as it is possible within your right to do so for Pxie, right? She is an opponent. She's not your friend. She's an opponent. And in addition to being an opponent, like, if a person who is suing you if a person who is suing you was courteous and civil and not spite driven and doing it in a fair manner, maybe as a show of good faith, maybe so then you guys can work towards a settlement or something, but not at this point. Then fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. It's very clear they're not going to settle. It's very clear courteousness is not required in this fucking lawsuit. So why the fuck should Steven need to go in Manyama? Okay. Yeah. Fucking take a fucking plane flight, motherfucker.
A conversation
Jesus.
with my counsel that she's not being coached, there's no weird stuff going on in the background, that she can't push the disconnect button on the call, that there's not any, weird shenaniganery going on, that it's a deposition with a one-on-one, having a conversation, taking notes, writing down everything, having it recorded by the court reporter as a standard deposition is done.
Wow. Yes. True. Meow. And all that.
Counsel. Oh wait, this is docket item 17. A different thing, okay. The undersigned responded indicating that if plaintiff failed to appear for her notice deposition on November 3rd, that Bonnell would ask the court reporter to record a certificate of non-appearance for the record and proceed according before this court. Oh, okay, this was Joanne Peters. So Andrew says, listen, we've noticed your depo for November 3rd, okay? If show up or file a protective order and ask the court to intervene, because now, if we're gonna play games, then we'll play games, fine. Andrew, and then Joanne says, Andrew, we will not waste the court's time or plaintiff's resources by filing motion for protective order due to your unilaterally scheduled notice of deposition. You were fully advised prior to sending your notice of deposition that plaintiffs are not available to depose on November 3rd, and you have since been fully advised that plaintiff will not be appearing on November 3rd. Unilateral scheduling of depositions, particularly where the despondent previously notified her unavailability and provided alternative dates, are frowned upon by this court. Andy says, Joanne, if plaintiff fails to appear for her deposition, it's Joan? Okay. If plaintiff fails to appear for her deposition on November 3rd, we will ask the court reporter to record a notice of non-appearance and proceed accordingly. That was on this. Notwithstanding the foregoing correspondence and the fact that plaintiff still had not filed a motion seeking a protective order, on October 29th, 2025, plaintiff's counsel sent an email inquiring about the attendees at Bonnell's deposition. Fuck, I don't know if I've seen this one either. Wait, what the fuck? We might have talked about this, Exhibit R. Did they really? Let's see, Joan. Reference is made to your email of October 29th, 2025, in which you inquired about the attendees at Mr. Bonnell's deposition. Please be aware that unless plaintiff appears for a deposition as noticed on November 3rd, we will not be producing Mr. Bonnell for deposition on November 6th. Thank you. Wait, fuck. Is that email anywhere? October 29th? Oh, fuck. Did that one not get posted anywhere? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. The undersigned responded to plaintiff's counsel by email on October 30th, reiterating that unless plaintiff appeared for her notice of deposition on November 3rd, Bonnell will not be appearing for deposition on November 6th. Okay. On November 3rd, 2025, the undersigned appeared in Miami, Florida for plaintiff's notice deposition at 10 a.m. EST. The undersigned was prepared to take plaintiff's deposition, but neither she nor any of her counsel of record appeared pursuant to the notice. The undersigned waited until 10:30 a.m. before concluding. At no time prior to the commencement of plaintiff's notice deposition did she file a motion seeking a protective order. Indeed, plaintiff's counsel previously indicated that they would not waste time or resources doing so. Based king. A protective order coordinating the parties' depositions is warranted. Pursuant to Rule 26C, a party or any person from whom discovery is sought may move for protective order specifying terms, including time and place of deposition. The court has the inherent authority to issue an order specifying the time, place, and sequence of depositions to protect a party from undue.
Bro, I can't believe this is all coming from the fact that she doesn't want to show up for deposition. Dude, this... yeah. What's wrong with Foodshops' arm? Oh, this is eczema. I've always had eczema as a kid. Yeah. I've had eczema my entire life. I once had really bad eczema on my face. Now, my face is perfect. All right? However, that does not alleviate myself from eczema in other places of my body. But I've been especially careful about eczema on my face because that's like facial appearance, you know. I've also had eczema on my scalp before. And yeah, I fixed both of that.
Expense.
That's the moneymaker.
Moreover, the federal civil procedure authorized the court to compel a party's deposition where that party fails to coordinate in scheduling.
I got psoriasis. Oh shit. Wait, that's like advanced eczema, right? A skin disease marked by red, itchy, scaly patches. Yeah, that's advanced eczema. Pretty bad. The main cause of psoriasis is psoriasis is a combination of genetic. See, doctors have a lot of stupid, flamboyant Latin names too, but they all make sense. Well, they're Greek names, okay? A combination of genetic predisposition and an overactive immune system that mistakenly attacks healthy skin cells. This immune response leads to rapid skin cell production, which results in the red. Oh yeah, this is like that's ass. Yeah, that's ass. Yeah, for sure.
Courts here routinely exercise their discretion to coordinate depositions occurring in the same location or involving overlapping issues. There's also a strong presumption that a plaintiff must sit for deposition in the forum where she chose to file suit. Plaintiffs are required to make, again, this is what he quoted Joan in emails. Critically, when plaintiff refused to reschedule the depositions, plaintiff and her counsel had two choices. One, appear for her notice deposition, or two, seek a protective order. Plaintiff did neither. A party's failure to appear for her duly noticed deposition without obtaining, let alone seeking a protective order.
Poots, bleaching and dyeing my hair while I watch your stream tonight. Wish me luck. Bro, wait. Hold on. That's so fucking cool. Are you in our server? Can you post a selfie? Or at least your hair? Oh shit. I mean, if you're gonna announce something like that, I want to see it. What the fuck? Because I used to dye my hair. I used to do that. I plan on doing it somewhere in the future, okay.
Order was not substantially justified. Under the circumstances, reasonable people could not defer as to the need.
Sore eye-asses? You know, my eyes are also sore, okay? Because of the contacts. Ugh, Jesus.
Need to at least seek a protective order, particularly when the deposition notices were received several weeks in advance.
You know, the things we do. Okay.
Here, both plaintiff and her counsel of record failed to appear for her deposition as noticed on November 3rd.
You want to look good or be
plaintiff
comfortable?
Failed to seek a protective order at any
one.
time prior to the commencement of the scheduled deposition. Counsel for Bunnell spent significant time and resources preparing for the deposition, traveling across the country, scheduling a court reporter. Despite plaintiff's recalcitrance, she now seeks to force Bunnell to appear for his own deposition on November 6th. In the interest of fairness, judicial economy, and the convenience of all parties and their counsel, the court should issue a protective order directing that the deposition of plaintiff and defendant be conducted during the same week, preferably November 24th and 25th, 2025, respectively, in Miami, Florida. Indeed, plaintiff has already represented that she is available for deposition on those dates. Bunnell is entitled to reasonable attorney's fees and costs. Pursuant to Rules 2016 and 37A4 of the Federal Rules of Procedure, this court has discretion to impose sanctions. I think we're starting to ask for this more in motions now. In the form of attorney's fees and costs associated with bringing the instant motion against plaintiff and or her counsel for 1, their failure to coordinate scheduling of the deposition of this case, and 2, their failure to appear for plaintiff's duly noticed deposition on November 3rd, 2025. The court should issue an award of sanctions accordingly. The 11th Circuit has explained that Rule 37 sanctions are intended to prevent unfair prejudice to the litigants and ensure the integrity of the discovery process.
I wasn't even in my fucking thing. I slept with my contacts in. Why would you do that? What the fuck?
Sanctions are warranted here. Plaintiff's conduct has forced Bunnell to incur significant legal fees and costs in preparing for, traveling to, and appearing for plaintiff's deposition. Bunnell has incurred attorney's fees and costs in excess of $10,875 in connection with plaintiff's failure to appear for deposition and having to file the instant motion and supporting documents. Bunnell respectfully requests that the court issue sanctions against plaintiff for her misuse of the discovery process. Conclusion. For the foregoing reasons, Bunnell respectfully requests that the court issue a protective order directing that the depositions of plaintiff and defendant be conducted during the same week, preferably November 24th and 25th, respectively, in Miami, Florida. Bunnell further respectfully requests that the court award Bunnell his reasonable attorney's fees and costs incurred in bringing the instant motion. There you go. Damn. Somebody said they just filed a new thing. Oh, and then this is the certificate of... Was this what the vague posting was about, or is there more coming? This was not what it was about. There is more coming, 1. And there's another vague post, more coming, 2. There's a lot of memes in the pipeline right now. All of it very, very, very bad for the 2 main parties involved on the other side of this.
Good.
Plaintiff's reply to docket item 153. Response in opposition to motion. Response in opposition to motion to dismiss. And motion to submit auto files conventionally. What the fuck is this about? Reply to 153. Response. How many fucking responses do they get to this? Response. Motion. Oh, whatever. I don't know. Okay.
Eyes are good. they'll start losing multiple pairs of contacts in their eyes.
Ah, Jane Doe. Plaintiff Jane Doe.
Bro, dude, I'm not even sure if that's even possible. Like, by the way, I just want to say, like, there has been times where contacts have gotten stuck, like in the side area of my eye, like around here or so, or around here or here or here or here, right? But generally, you can kind of move your finger and poke and prod, right? Like you can poke the side of your eyeball, and then until it moves over. Okay, that sounds scary, but like, yeah, it's generally not a big deal. Okay, after some point, you just don't even think about it.
Conventionally submit audio files conventionally. Okay. Defendant's
Whatever.
opposition contends that 1. The original video links cited in
Fine.
plaintiff's opposition to motion to dismiss were not authenticated, and thus neither can the audio files be authenticated, and the court's order does not require retroactive refiling. Motion to dismiss did not raise any objections. There are 2 video links that were included in the... Oh, it's just her reposting... Is this like the Foodshops links?
Huh?
Okay. Is that all this is?
Is it too many
What are they
people?
even
Abby?
hoping to
I
prove
think so.
here?
Not Rose, that's for sure. Contact stacking is a pretty solid strat for supervision. What does supervision mean in this context? You mean like you have contacts on your eyes and then you have another contacts because you don't know? You could do something real funny right now. No, I can't because they probably are going to be putting in the fucking audio clips or some shit. Dude, once I had like contacts in my eyes, I once had contacts in my eyes and like I put another set of contacts onto my eyes. Bro. I never felt more gaslit in my life.
Nor does plaintiff's motion seek to retroactively refile exhibits, far from attempting to reopen or refile prior.
Because I was like, why the fuck is everything blurry, right? Why is it that I'm like, why is everything blurry? It makes no sense. Can we get a cutie patootie Foodshops smile? I feel like I smile all the time on stream. There you go. Okay, I just smiled. I've only had one bad experience with contacts. I had to learn the hard way. Capsaicin will soak through the skin on your fingers into the contact. Jesus, wait, what the fuck? How did that even happen? Jesus. Yeah, that sounds horrible, but this sounds like an extraordinary situation. Jesus, dude.
Submissions, plaintiff is attempting to preserve the integrity of her opposition by submitting the same content in an accessible format. Plaintiff's motion does not seek to supplement the record or introduce new evidence. It simply requests leave to conventionally submit 2 short audio clips that were already cited in her opposition to the motion to dismiss. Why didn't you submit them then? Indeed, if the video links had not been deliberately privatized by one of defendant's followers solely in order to thwart the plaintiff and prevent the court's access, it would not be necessary to submit them conventionally. Why are you just linking things to the court? You can't just send YouTube links and say, Judge, go check out this video. What are you doing? What the fuck is it? Why wouldn't you have your own backup? Why wouldn't you create stuff of this? What if the other person got banned? Would you just lose your court case?
Whoa, hey.
The judge already warned them about that? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Moreover, submitting the audio files conventionally complies with the court's instruction that links should be included as exhibits rather than URLs. Plaintiff's motion is procedural and corrective, not substantive. Wait a second. Moreover, submitting the audio files conventionally complies with the court's instruction that links should be included as exhibits rather than URLs. Wait, am I misunderstanding what the judge said? I thought the judge wasn't saying that you need to submit links as exhibits rather than URLs. I thought the judge was saying you need to submit the files themselves. You can't link me websites. See ECF 143, page 15.
Bro, I feel like in retrospect, I think it's worth it. I think deleting the VODs have been so worth it. I'm so glad it has caused. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I caused so much pain and suffering, okay, for the opposing counsel, for Pixie's team, by deleting these links. Somehow, by deleting the VODs, by privating the VODs, I'm just so happy it's caused them so much pain and suffering, and for them to argue based off of this on the back and forth. Holy shit, worth it, okay? Holy worth it. Actually just worth it. Absolute cinema worth it. Fuck these people.
43, page 15.
Actual bad faith losers, dude.
Lines. It is further ordered that, as to any links to images or online documents, and on an ongoing forward basis, the references linked to must be included as exhibits to filings. Oh my God, she's so stupid. Joan, the judge isn't telling you that you have to submit a separate exhibit with a link. He's telling you that you need to submit the material linked as an exhibit. Are you not a...
Oh my God. No, dog, look at my lawyer. No, look at my lawyer. Look at my lawyer, dog. Look at my lawyer, bro. Oh my God, she submitted the links as an exhibit? Oh my God. Oh. I'm a guy.
What? Fuck.
Yo. Misaki, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Bro, it's cooked. It's cooked. This entire court case is cooked, okay? This entire court case is so cooked. You have no idea how cooked this court case is, okay? So, for people who don't understand, the opposing lawyers decided to submit the links as an exhibit. They're not submitting the actual materials, because what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to download or clip or save them as an MP4. You're supposed to submit MP4s. You shouldn't be submitting strings of text that constitutes a hyperlink or a link, right? You shouldn't be doing that, okay? You shouldn't be submitting links, because links are just references. Links lead to the original source, okay? Links lead to the original source. They're just references. Like indexes in a library, or references in a code, reference to an object. You need to post the actual object that it is referencing. You need to download a clip, and you need to put it into an MP4. So, like, even I understood that. Even I understood that part. Dude, it's just... Bro. Dude. Dude, they're just... This is like bullying. This is like bullying a bunch of kids.
Practicing attorney or an immigration attorney law? Do you not file paperwork? What do you even do for work?
Oh my
God. No shot. Did she... I'm sorry. Am I misunderstanding this? Well, hold on. I can just check. Oh my God. Bro, what are you doing? No, this is not what the judge was saying.
Oh my God, they posted more links. Oh my God, they posted more links. Oh my God, they actually posted more links. Oh my God. Oh my God. How do you throw this hard? This should be illegal. I think it should be illegal to throw this hard. I don't think you should be allowed to throw this hard. Like, the level of throwing hardness of this is crazy, dude.
And they're still just posting their legal shit from Kiwi Farms. What is wrong with you? You're so fucking stupid. I hate her so much.
This has to be on purpose. That's what
attached?
Bro, it has to be. How'd you even finish law school, dude? How'd you even finish law school? There's no way. There's just,
Subsequently, I located,
reposted
reposted copies of excerpts of the same videos on the Kiwi Farm social media platform. You located? Like, you went and looked for these? That's not true. You're just getting fed all of this from Kiwi Farms itself. I like how they're acting like
Isn't there rules about wasting court time? I'm pretty sure on purpose, right? if you accidentally waste court time and you just pretend, and you just pretend that it was like that. I mean, fuck me, dude. Maybe, I don't know.
Went out of
Jesus.
my way and managed to scrounge this up on the internet.
Maybe they went to law school instead of law school. Ha 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 ha. Law school. Ha ha ha. Good one.
This is what Pxie is submitting to the court. First of all, that YouTube large site still reports Destiny's channels as demonetized. If this is a prank, it's starting to cost him actual money now. Remember, this is all Pixie's goal is. Code Cave, remember, that's somebody else that they've copied. Their expert witness, Jesus Pena, who
Code Cave? You mean Blad? I'm kidding, joking.
lied about doing his own expert witness report. Copy-pasted Code Cave's analysis of the links to prove that they were fake. Code Cave, he's claiming all these editable file names in a random spreadsheet he made are accurate timestamps, in which case some other autists should double-check these dates in case these other victims. Huh, it's almost like when everybody's double-checking everything, I haven't made anything up. Kind of crazy, huh? It probably goes without saying, but this spreadsheet is 100% Destiny's handiwork. I doubt his legal team had any hand in it, other than suggestions on how best to present it. He actually worked on building these spreadsheets from December 8th through the 10th while he was lurking in Foodshops Discord, and he kind of gave away how he built some of the exhibits he included in his recent motion. According to him, he had to marry up records from Discord to records he had from Redact to reconstruct a continuous.
Bro, I have to be the most named side character in this entire drama. The only reason why I'm not the second most named side character is the fact that Keemstar is not a part of this lawsuit, okay? If Keemstar was a part of this lawsuit, a part of this drama in some way, I guarantee you that he would be the most known side character, okay? Because that guy is one motherfucking side character on God, okay?
His chat timeline. I don't think he ever mentioned Redact at all in his legal filings. In my opinion, that he had to reconstruct anything at all would point to the evidence being not totally reliable, if only due to potential mistakes on his part. Then prove it! Demonstrate. You can't just say every single thing I do is not reliable. Then prove it. Show, demonstrate a single false submission, a single thing that's inconsistent with any other evidence or any other record.
I'm not broken.
Anything at all. A single thing.
Wait, what if I am?
I don't know why I'm screaming at this. They're playing. These are all games.
Based? Sorry. That
here are
was
clips from
very
Food Shop stream
right?
dated September 8th. I'll include timestamps over on YouTube. Here, they always misgender her because that's their transphobic as fuck, but great. Here she talks about using ChatGPT to format data. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They were talking about me in this video. They do misgender her, but this is them talking about me. Here he talks about using ChatGPT to format data into a spreadsheet a certain way. Of course, he makes a child porn joke. Here he talks
Aww. Aww. Cute. Sorry.
about what files he's working with. He mentions Discord log exporter, actually Discord chat exporter, and Redact. He says he's trying to, for a nice presentation, recreate a single log file. Huh? Why does he have to do this? Was the original log file tampered with in some way? The reason why I have to do this is because typically the logs are only exporting one side. I don't know why I'm responding to this. I think Jessica's retard, esports Batman, all these dipshits say this thing. Oh, I thought Destiny exported from Discord. When you request a copy of your own data from Discord, they only send you your side of the conversation. It doesn't include the other person's side. So I can use Discord chat exporter to export their side, and I have Discord log exporter that shows my side, but they're using different timestamps. So I have to merge these together for a single readable chat log, and then that's what I.
You're in the law books now? Bro, we have Steven defending my gender, okay? My gender identity, okay? Fucking based. Alright? Why people happy?
Give as my
okay, stop.
reaction. If they don't like
Cringe.
it, then you can either show me what's wrong with it or kick rocks. The fuck? You're not submitting any evidence for anything. Choice quote from Destiny. You don't understand. Information is lost. Information is lost. There's no original file. I'm trying to research a file. When I say information is lost, what I'm saying is if you're creating, you can't create Unix time codes from ordinary human time if you're not taking into account the daylight savings time shit. You can't, like, going backwards like that doesn't really make sense because you could, and that was an issue. I don't know if Discord was doing that or if Redact was doing that, but it's annoying because I realized that just using Unix time codes, it wasn't lining up because one of them wasn't correctly recording the daylight savings time. But they're trying to act like I'm like adding information or I'm inventing logs here or I'm like inventing, messages. But it's like, oh, okay, well, if you think I'm doing that, then demonstrate that somehow. Show me. But great. Okay, cool. I can't believe that. I can't believe that she is so stupid. I can't believe she really is so stupid. Joanne doesn't know how to read or. Plaintiff's motion not secret. Okay. Moreover, submitting the audio files conventionally complies with the court's instructions that links should be included as exhibits rather than URLs. Do you understand what I say? Do you understand what I'm saying here when I'm saying she's misunderstanding what the judge is saying? The judge was saying here, guys, if you're going to submit evidence or whatever, then then give me a USB drive, or give me, to be honest, it's weirdly phrased. Shut the fuck up, you retarded fuck. I don't care if you're in grade school. Shut the fuck up. This conversation is not for you. It's very obvious what the judge is saying here. It is further ordered that as to any links to images or online documents, and on a going forward basis, the references
Jesus, that was probably just a regular chatter. What the fuck? Oh my god.
is linked to must be included as exhibits to filings. The references linked to must be included as exhibits to filings. For security reasons, the court will not open random links to Imager or Google Drive. Should a party believe any exhibit should be sealed, they may file a motion seeking leave of court to file it under seal, as with any other filing or exhibit.
Oh wow, 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 wow.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. I take back my mean comments about Joan. I think she is putting links here, but I think she did send in a USB drive, I think. I personally reviewed the audio files and confirmed that they accurately reproduced the same content observed in the original 2 videos and reposted copies. I then uploaded the audio files on a
Premature
USB
celebration?
drive. I'm assuming she sent that to the court. In conjunction with this, I think. Hopefully she did.
Everyone becomes a jailhouse lawyer at any point. True.
What the fuck is this even for? What are they even fighting about this?
Many such cases.
Oh, this is just their response to our motion to dismiss by trying to impeach the evidence that I'm providing. But didn't the judge still say there shouldn't be actual links in the filings? Yeah, well, he said they're not going to click any, but it's probably not necessarily bad for her to include links as long as she also includes stuff on a USB drive. Maybe? I don't know if she should include links or not. Maybe they should just be in a footnote, maybe? I don't know.
When did he stream this today? Like, he had a really long stream today. Like, it was a particularly long stream. But yeah. Like, over the course
On about October 15, 2025, I provided the link to the
today.
Kiwi Farms post by Latrell Spreewall to our firm's IT engineer, Mr. Benjamin Wass, for the purpose of creating an audio-only version suitable for filing with the court. Mr. Wass downloaded the clips directly from the Kiwi Farms link and then used an online converter to convert the MP4 to MP3 files and send the two audio files to me.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Okay. They're so desperate. Destiny, I think she's still in the process of trying to send it to court because there should be a docket entry, just like there is one when you send them a USB drive. Okay, maybe she hasn't yet then, I guess. I don't know what the fuck this person's doing. Would there be, well, there must be, right? There has to be a docket entry, I guess, if they're submitting. So then she hasn't submitted USB drives yet? She just like shot him some more links and said, yo, check this out. And then the USB drive.
Now that I know these contact lenses work, I can start aiming for different colors. Because I technically just bought black for this one because I just wanted to try it out and just enlarge it, but I can go for different colors now.
Drives are on the way. You can't submit video, or why are they converting MP4 to MP3? I have no idea. They could probably submit a video file. I don't know why. I don't know anything. This person is just, all these people are crazy. Okay. 164 docket items, 9 months into this case. Based. King, queen. Okay, am I good? We're good with this for today? Jesus.
Is this still irritating you? It's a bit less now. It's irritating me. Maybe it's because my eyes really are getting used to it, but I'm not sure.
Had you read the 160 on stream? I don't even know. Did we? What was this even about? Oh, they filed something that was late to try to do like a more protective order.
Wait.
Oh shit, wait. This was she wants a public gag order on the case. And they filed for one a long time ago, but it never got approved. Plaintiff's motion seeks.
I should have my viewers pick out colors for me, eye colors for me. That would be fucking based. That would be such a cool fucking viewer feature. But what if I only did it for tier 5s? What if I only allowed tier 5s to pick out the colors? Oh my god. Actual benefits?
A narrowly
Holy
tailored
shit.
protective order to curb the ongoing harassment, doxing, and intimidation that threatens the integrity of these proceedings and is causing further harm to plaintiff. She still has her GoFundMe, by the way. She still has that literally pinned on her fucking Twitter. But good one, okay. In support of the motion, plaintiff submitted evidence to defendant's online harassment and doxing of plaintiff.
Oh yeah, you can still donate to her GoFundMe, right? That's pretty fucked.
Plaintiff's witnesses and potential witnesses and plaintiff's counsel.
Down and kick.
Plaintiff's counsel? I'm doxing her counsel now? Defendant has recently engaged in additional online conduct that underscores the necessity of the requested protective order. Specifically, on October 29, 2025, defendant published on the social media platform X a post identifying plaintiff's spouse by her legal name. So the fuck what? Protective orders are not here to protect your name. Protective orders exist to protect your identity, to shield your identity from the public. You've already made public. This is why I'm saying all the whole protective order, all of it is just a fucking game. Like, imagine if Pxie were to join a company called Tankies for the Destruction of the Democratic Party in the US.
I mean, I can do a donut goal if I could, like, maybe, like, yeah, because before I was like kind of insecure about doing a donut goal because I was like, oh, not enough people donate to me in the first place, so why should I ever do a donut goal? But I think at this point, yeah, I think there's plenty of incentive to do a donut goal. Maybe I can allow chat to pick out a color. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the next one, but I don't know. Like.
But she joins under her real name. And imagine I tweet out and I'm like, oh my god, wow, look at this. Pxie's joined Tankies for America, you know, good job.
No, not a donut call. Not a donut call. Just like they get to choose. That's it. They just get to choose the colors.
And now they're like, oh, well, we're filing a lawsuit or we're filing another protective order. You just linked to her real name. It's like, this is so stupid. Well, like, the protective order is not here to hide doxing. That's not a real thing, doxing, for a court case. In a court case, you're supposed to make your identity known to the public. You're filing in a public forum.
You just donate to Dan. They've already donated it to me.
Accompanied by a screenshot from an Instagram post depicting plaintiff and her spouse. It's public Instagram post, along with a private chat thread between defendant and plaintiff from October 2023. Defendant only included the message from plaintiff and omitted his own responses. See Exhibit A attached here too.
Yeah, become more popular than Ico Rules. Bro, where were you like months ago? I already surpassed her like months ago.
I'm like, the spouse.
What colors are available? I can post a link, or I can post like screenshots and lists of possible ones that I possibly want, right? Because. Yeah, but we'll see.
The social media account is not in her legal name, but instead under a pseudonym. Defendant nevertheless deliberately identified her. The spouse is there's her spouse. She's not part of this court case.
So stupid. No, I understand.
Thereby linking plaintiff's pseudonym in this litigation to her spouse's true identity and effectively
Oh shit! Wait, hold on. I already looked at this, right? Do we still need to go over this? I feel like that's not needed anymore, right? Because this is like specifically their motion, right? This is their motion, which I already went over. I think we're good. Yeah, I only want to know about Brettlers. I only want to know about Brettlers fucking thing. I just want Destiny as an audiobook. But yeah. Yellow spiral contacts? Are you a tier 5? Because you're not. You don't have any say.